They play to do something they haven't done in over 4 decades. It'll be Kaycock and Hannah to jump it, ball in the air, and away we go on a Thursday night. Glad to have you tuned our way wherever you may be. Phoenix tonight break out the alternate gold home uniforms. That's the gold tops, the gold shorts, the maroon numerals and lettering, the numerals trimmed in white. And Chuck Hannah at the top of the key knocks home the three. 14th on the year for the freshman from out of Boston, and Elon's jumped out to the early 3-0 lead.
A very similar start to the first matchup. Chuck Hannah took 2 shots in that game, both threes. Devontae Kaycock not giving him much inside. Chuck Hannah right off the bat making the most of it.
This is Silla in the lane. He'll be whistled for the travel by the veteran official Roger Ayers. First turnover of the night for the Seahawks. Boy, Phoenix and Seahawks have dialed up a really good crew. Bill Covington Jr., your referee. Your umpires this evening, Roger Ayers and Jerry Heater. Pretty brings it across the timeline. He'll take it in between the circles. Now Nathan takes it foul line extended left side. Could not get it to go. Rattled home. Hannah thought he had a hand on it, but Silla out of there with it. He'll move it to Estime. Estime gives it up to Gadsden. He'll fire for the three. No good. Kaycock with the rebound right over the top of Nathan Pretty in the bucket. Good.
Well, the Phoenix are going to have to find an answer for that, especially on the offensive end. Keeping Kaycock off the glass early on will be key. Not so much success doing it right there.
19 minutes even up left to play in the opening half. Elon leads 3-2 on the strength of a Hannah top of the key triple. Pretty right there at the top of the key. He'll move it away to Wooten. Wooten off of the left wing and good. Back-to-back triples open up the scoring for the Phoenix. 6-2, Elon in front by 4. This is Taves. Kai Taves down the lane. He'll pitch in the corner. Silla for the long distance three off the left corner. No good. And it's Sebring with the rebound. Tyler coming off of his 4th double-double on the year. Moves it away to Pretty. Now to Wooten. Wooten right back up top to Pretty on the wing left side. Now the right-hand dribble. He'll take it to the top of the key. Now to the foul circle. Taves, the freshman from out of Tokyo, waits on him. Moves it away to Sebring. Sebring catching on the wing elbow, if you will, left side. Turn around over the top of Silla. Could not get it to go, but Hannah with the rebound. Pitches away to Wooten, and Wooten off of the three-pointer from the left wing. No good, and it's Taves with the rebound. Taves will push the accelerator going down the lane, right side, the jump hook. No good. Kaycock had a hand on it, and they'll point in the direction of Elon basketball. And quickly, that'll get C.B. McGrath to his bench. Sean O'Connell and Jalen Sims in the ball game. So 2 minutes and 3 seconds gone by, and Estime and Silla will have a seat. Nathan Pretty will jog it across the timeline. Taves waits on him. Pretty, the Argyle, Texas sophomore, and away from the ball, a whistle by Jerry Heater. They're going to get Chris Wooten on the contact. First on Wooten becomes the first on either side, Brian.
Not often you see Chris Wooten set that screen for, I believe it was Steven Santa Ana coming to the top of the key. Not often you see him set the screen. Not often he's called for an illegal screen when he does. So an interesting play right there for the Phoenix, and obviously a call that did not go in their favor.
This is Sims, foul line, left side, jumper off the back of the iron, no good. Santa Ana on a tap. O'Connell thought he had it. Pretty, though, out of there with it. Tyler a little bit worse for the wear, getting up off the deck. He's trailing the play. Pretty takes it to the wing right side. Now in the corner, Chris Wooten shot fake. Took it almost to the block on the right side, then up top to Pretty. He'll move it away to Sebring. Kaycock has drawn the job on Sebring defensively. Pretty in between the circles, right back to Sebring. Tyler lost Kaycock. The jumper no good, but Chris Wooten tracks down the rebound. Up top to Santa Ana. Left wing, Steven for the three and good. Phoenix have gone to the long ball in the first 3 minutes. 3 triples, and they lead by 7, 9-2. Kaycock at the top of the key. He'll move it away to Sims. Sims off of the wing right side. Back up top. He'll give it away to Kaycock. Now this is Taves off of the right-hand dribble. Working against the double team. Finds O'Connell. O'Connell tried to pitch it away to Kaycock. Deflected away. O'Connell on the recovery. He'll move it back to Kaycock. Hook shot. No good, but Sean O'Connell there on the tap follow.
Well, nice follow by O'Connell, but how about the credit to the Elon defense taking the ball out of Taves' hands, or keeping it away from Kaycock for the most part of that possession.
This is Hannah warmed up from the top of the key. This one off the back of the iron, and it's Sims with the rebound. Sims will bring it front court. Ty Taylor waits at the scores table for UNCW, who has got the revolving door moving early here on a Thursday night from the substitution spot. This is Kaycock in the lane. Stops. Could not get the little lay-in to go. Sebring with the rebound. Boy, Brian, Phoenix are running waves of guys right now at the Riverdale, Georgia senior. Sebring in between the circles, moves it away to Santa Ana. Steven off of the left wing. Up top, this is Wooten for the three, and good. Oh, Chris started posing on that one as he went back down to the other end of the floor. Kinston freshman's got 6 in the early going.
And when he gets the confidence from out there, Taylor, we saw it at Hofstra. Even with the loss, he's one of the most dangerous shooters on this team when he gets it going from outside.
Gadsden to Kaycock. Here comes the double team. Kick up top. This is Sims for the 3. Could not get it to go, and Hannah with the rebound. 15:30 left to play in the opening half. Media timeout coming your way off of the next dead ball. Pretty for the 3. Could not get it to go over the end line. It'll be UNCW ball, and it'll lead us to the media timeout. 15:24 left to play in the opening frame. Elon 12, Seahawks 4. This is Elon basketball on Phoenix All Access. Off of the media timeout, it'll be O'Connell, Gadsden, as well as Sims, Taylor, and Silla for the Seahawks. This is Taylor, right corner for the 3, rimmed out on the back of the iron. They'll chase it down, will the Phoenix. That's Federico Poser, and late getting there, they'll say it'll remain Seahawk ball. It is Eberhardt, Sebring, Poser, Santa Ana, and Wooten. And so the normal rotation for the Phoenix off of the first dead ball check-in. It's Eberhardt and Poser. Jumper by the Seahawks from the left corner, no good, but I believe they're going to get the offensive foul on the rebound, and it'll be Ty Taylor, fourth-year junior from out of Grandview, Missouri. First on him becomes the first on the Seahawks, Brian.
Now a lot of backcourt pressure from both teams here. Elon showed it on the last defensive possession. Now UNCW showing it here. Taylor, if you watch the last game against Hofstra for UNCW, the win over Hofstra, Hofstra had a lot of success pressuring UNCW in the backcourt, and obviously we know the problems the Phoenix have had with the backcourt pressure all season. So some interesting defensive looks early on in the full court.
A little bit of a stoppage in play. Jerry Heater needed to square something up, and now it appears everybody's taken care of. Bill Covington with the piercing whistle. Backcourt pressure, as Brian mentioned, shown by UNCW. Sebring moves it away to Eberhardt. Shelton gets it across the timeline, but caught in a crowd. Just simply wings one over across court. Chris Wooten tracks it down. This is Sebring to Santa Ana. Stephen in the lane. Got it to go. Count the bucket. And the foul. It's Sean O'Connell, rather. The younger brother of Alex whistled for his first. And team second into the stripe will go Santa Ana, as Stephen trying to knock home the back end of the three-point play.
Well, we see the replay right there on Phoenix All Access. The latter end of that play as Stephen misses the free throw, but it was Tyler Sebring making the play, realizing he had 2 defenders on him at the top of the key and found the open man in the corner.
Santa Ana misses the free throw. UNCW with the rebound. 14:38 left to play in the opening half. Phoenix out to a 10-point advantage, rather. 14-4. This is Taylor with it. Off of the right wing, he'll send it to Silla. Silla will face up on Poser, and the bucket good. Gene Tall Silla, fourth-year junior from out of Lake Worth, Florida. Moves the Seahawks within 6. 14-6, 14-19 left to play in the opening half. At the other end, Eberhardt with it. Foul line extended right side to Wooten to Sebring to Santa Ana. Stephen with it off of the left wing. He'll pitch it up top to Sebring. O'Connell's got the job on the normal senior. They hand off to Wooten. Chris got down the lane wildly, tried to put one up. Could not get it to go. Poser with the rebound. He couldn't get it to go. Wooten with the rebound and up top to Eberhardt. Sheldon will get it to go. The 5th 3 of the opening half for the Phoenix. And Elon in front by 11. It's their largest lead in the opening 6+ minutes. Gadsden off of his own dribble, he'll take it to the top of the key and fire for the 3 over the top of Sebring. No good. Santa Ana with the rebound. Boy, Phoenix looking to run. Stephen will push to Wooten. Right wing for the 3 and good. And C.B. McGrath cannot wait. 90 more seconds. The under 12 media timeout was coming, but the former Kansas and North Carolina assistant,
7 made field goals for the Phoenix early on.
I mentioned earlier C.B. McGrath, the longtime assistant for Roy Williams, 14 of the 18 years in Chapel Hill. Head coach who was born in Indianapolis but grew up in the ball games, was trying to check in. Bill Covington said, wait a second, sit right there, we'll get to your next dead ball. And Jalen Sims will bring in front court. It is Silla, Sims, Taves, Kaycock, and Taylor for the Seahawks, who came in, as Brian mentioned, off of the win on Senior Day in Wilmington last Saturday over the league leader, the Hofstra Pride. Taylor off of the left wing could not get it to go, and let's wait and see. Are they going to get Poser for the push on Kaycock? And indeed they will. Federico whistled for his first. That'll be team second. And here comes the substitutions. Jay Estime. And as we mentioned earlier, Jalen Fornes, a junior from out of Pamlico County in the eastern part of the Old North State. Hannah will check back in. Tyler Sebring will have his first seat. Taves off of the inbounds. He'll move it to Estime. Estime takes it in the lane, now skips it up top to Taves. And a traveling to whistled on the freshman. It'll be turnover number 2 for UNCW. Seahawks on the year average just over 13 a ball game, 13.2. Phoenix forcing just under 11 at 10.7. Cannot draw up a better start on either end of the floor. Elon 7 of 14 offensively. UNCW just 3 of 14 on their end. Hannah to Santa Ana. Steven to try to stay warm and does. Santa Ana's knocked down 2 threes. Wooten's knocked down 3. They're shooting for the big stuffed animal at the fair. 23-6. In front by 17. Taves skips it away to Silla. Silla will fire off of the left corner and good.
Silla's got the confidence tonight. 2 face-up jumpers over Chuck Hannah, I believe. He's averaging 15 points per game in the last 5 games, so he's certainly found the rhythm, continues that tonight.
It's a 5-0 personal run to keep the Seahawks within arm's reach. Santa Ana will fire top of the key off the back of the iron. No good, and it's Kaycock with the rebound. He'll outlet away to Taves. Front court come the Seahawks. Taves pitching over left wing. Estime for the 3 and good. All of a sudden, back-to-back triples by CB McGrath's ball club. And UNCW has trimmed it to an 11-point margin. 23-12, 11:54 left to play in the opening half. Eberhardt down the lane, tried to flip one over his head to post there, over the inline. It'll lead us to the media timeout. 11:50 left to play in the opening half. Elon 23, UNCW 12. Back we go.
Team that's 4th in the league in assists per game tonight. They may up that average a bit.
UNCW ball following the media timeout. This is Fornes. He'll move it away to Taves. Kai Taves now simply hands it off to Silla. Boy, Silla almost didn't know where to go stand offensively. Fornes moves it away to Taves, and I believe they're going to get Fornes off of the contact on Eberhardt as Sheldon hits the deck, and indeed that is the call. Jalen Fornes whistled for his first. It'll be team third. It is Hannah, Eberhardt, Santa Ana, Andy Pack in the ball game for the first time on the evening, and Tyler Sebring as well. Steven moves it away to Sebring. Sebring's got it off of the left wing. Up top, it'll go to Hannah. Hannah moves it away to Pack, now to Santa Ana, and they'll get Steven for the travel. Turnover will give it back to the Seahawks. By the way, opening tip time this evening, 7:05. It's presented by Wade's Jewelers. For over 7 decades, they've been helping Phoenix fans celebrate and preserve special moments with jewelry. Wade's Jewelry, the official jewelry provider of Elon Athletics. Kai Taves jogs it across the timeline. Nathan Purdy waits on him. Purdy back in the ball game. Santa Ana will have a seat. This is Taves. He'll send it away to Fornes. Fornes takes it to the elbow right side. Now back up top, it'll go to Taves. Taves almost pointing for a spot to Silla to get to. He'll simply wave off the screen. Now kicks it up top. And before he can dish it out to Estime, they're going to get Taves on the offensive foul. Phoenix drawing the charge. That's the first on Taves. And it'll be the 4th on the Seahawks, Brian.
Well, you think Chuck Hannah knows his former high school teammate well, taking the charge right there on Kai Taves, obviously. Former teammates up at Northfield Mount Herman in Massachusetts, and Chuck Hannah doing a great job. Maybe gave the Phoenix a bit of advice on the scouting report for Taves. What do you think?
23-12. I would say that's probably accurate. Sebring with it off of the left side. He'll skip it over on the right wing. Boy, Sheldon thought about it right over the top of Fornes. Fornes closed in. And Jerry Heater with the whistle. They'll get Jalen Fornes for his second, team 5th. Quickly, that'll get Ty Gatson, sophomore from out of Charlotte, who went to high school in Jacksonville, Florida. Back in the ball game, and Jalen Fornes will have a seat. Andy Pack triggers into Nathan Purdy. Purdy will take it to the left side. Now moves it to Eberhardt. Sheldon off of the right-hand dribble in between the circles. Gets it away to Purdy. Nathan looking to go down the lane. Nice look. Eberhardt, though, cannot finish, and Kaycock with the rebound. 23-12. Phoenix in front by 11. 10:22 left to play in the opening half. Gadsden will fire for the 3. No good, and it's Eberhardt with the rebound, and Jerry Heater with the whistle after Eberhardt had turned to leave. And I believe they're going to get Chuck Hanna for the contact on Kaycock. Indeed, they are. First on Chuck, and it will be the third on the Phoenix. And Kai Taves will trigger baseline right side. Sean O'Connell back in the ball game for CB McGrath. Taves gets it into Estime. Estime right back to Taves. Taves will fire the three off of the right side. No good. Sebring with the rebound, and I believe they're going to get Kaycock going over the back on Tyler. Turnabout fair play that time. Hannah gets whistled, and then Devontae gets whistled on the next opportunity. First on Kaycock becomes the sixth on the Seahawks, Brian.
Well, a great box out by Tyler Sebring, making sure Devontae Kaycock is at the Elon logo on the on the left wing, excuse me, but they're going to let Kai Taves take that shot all the time, Taylor. Under 25% from behind the three-point line, so a good job by Sheldon Eberhardt letting Kai Taves take that shot, and thus the rebound goes Elon's way.
Eberhardt with it at the top of the key, Brian. He'll swing it away to Pretty, now moves it away to Sebring. Sebring will face up on O'Connell, could not get it to go, rattled in, then popped out. Kaycock with the rebound. He'll move it away to Taves. Kai Taves takes it to the top of the key, now sends it away to Gadsden. Gadsden down the lane, now he'll kick left corner. Estime for the three, rattled out. Sebring with the rebound. Good box out that time on O'Connell, and Tyler able to secure the ball. He'll move it away to Eberhardt. Going back down the floor, Adam Smith, who's our intrepid Burlington Times news friend. Simon Wright will pull for the three off the right wing. No good. Estime with the rebound. Adam Smith tells us that Ty Gadsden turned around and told the veteran umpire Roger Ayers they're not letting me land off of the jump shot. Speaking of the Elon defense, downstairs to Kaycock, and speaking of the aforementioned Mr. Ayers, he'll get Andy Pack, I believe, on the contact on the personal. That'll be Pack's first, and it'll be the fourth team foul. Devontae Kaycock a little worse for the wear off of the baseline. Brian, when Gadsden talks about not being able to land offensively, what's he getting to with Roger Ayers?
Well, it's the closeout from the Elon defense.
Right.
Usually when you close out on a shooter like that, you try not to foul him on the release up by the hand, but what Gadsden is trying to say is when Andy Pack, for example, or Steven Santa Ana a few possessions ago come down from jumping for that contest, their feet are landing under Gadsden. So Gadsden does not have a clean spot to land on the floor. That could be pretty dangerous, especially for a shooter. You could roll an ankle, step on an opponent's foot or something like that. But a lot of attempted fouls drawn here for UNCW early on, especially from those perimeter shots.
Speaking of Gadsden, the inbound Cecilia got it right back and then leaves it downstairs left side for O'Connell for the dunk. He's got 23-14, Brian.
I was just going to say, I've never seen his brother do that.
This is Pretty. Pretty takes it down the lane left side. Up top, it'll be Sebring. Sebring pushes away to Santa Ana. Santa Ana off of the left wing. Takes it up top, now sends it away to Wright. Wright takes it down the lane. Simon with a lay-in. Simply curled it off the hand and then showed it when he got to the rim. And Wright with his first field goal. 25-14, Elon in front by 11, 8:32 left to play. It's been as many as 17 here in the early going. Sims down the lane could not get it to go. Right at a tap at it. Silla had the recovery. Wooten stripped it away from Silla, and Sebring on the recovery. He'll move it away to Pretty. Nathan simply launches one to Chris Wooten on the left wing. Wooten had to climb a couple of rungs to bring it in. Up top, it'll go to Sebring. Tyler pushing away to Wright. Wright off of the left wing, now sends it up top. Sebring for the three, and good. Tyler's had a couple that he'd gone halfway down, 2/3 of the way down, and popped out. That one simply rings it up true. 28-14, Phoenix have doubled up the Seahawks. 7:51 left to play in the opening half. Sims with it off of the left wing. He'll take it, down moves it away to Silla. Silla will fire, foul line, jumper no good, and it's Wright with the rebound. Sims simply pushing on Wright. No call. The courtside seats 1-1. This is Pretty. Pretty takes it foul line extended right side. Up top, he'll push it away to Wright. Wright now moves it to Sebring. Sebring driving on O'Connell. Stop, pop, left baseline, good.
Good step back from Tyler Sebring. We've seen it all season. The drive on the left baseline. Step back off the left-handed dribble and a jumper over the outstretched arm of O'Connell.
30-14, a personal 5-0 normal senior run by Tyler. This is Silla in the lane working against Wright. Could not get it to go, but Jerry Heater with the whistle. They'll get Simon Wright for the personal. It'll be his first, team fifth. It'll lead us to the under-8 media timeout. 7-0.
Kaycock's given basically every team in the conference a lot of trouble. Elon's doing a good job defending him and taking him out of the equation so far.
Jeantal Silla to the line for 2 shots off of the media timeout. He'll knock home the first. 5th best free throw shooter in the league when the night got started. He's now got 6. And the jumper for the free throw rather is good as well. So knocks them both down. Former Florida Atlantic member on the transfer. Sebring trying to get it front court, trying to pitch it to Pretty. Ball stripped away by Estime, recovered by Taves, and he'll simply lay it in. First field goal of the evening for Kai Taves. At the other end, Santa Ana fires off of the right wing. No good. Stephen, though, got his own rebound. Back in an offensive foul. The bucket by Santa Ana waved off. And Bill Covington will whistle the personal. The offensive foul on Santa Ana. His first becoming team 6. So both ball clubs sit on the tipping point of the bonus here with 6:42 left to play as you get a look at the replay, courtesy of our friends at Phoenix All Access, Brian.
Yeah, things are getting a bit chippy after that play, as we can see on that replay between Sims and Santa Ana. Earlier on, it was Forns and Santa Ana, so Stevens got to be careful not to draw a technical foul early on.
Kaycock with the jump hook in the lane, gets it to go. He's got 4, 30-20, just like that. UNCW has trimmed it to a 10-point Phoenix advantage. Pretty moves it away to Sebring, now right back to Pretty. Nathan in between the circles, he'll send it away to Wooten. Chris up top, it'll go to Santa Ana. Steven drives it to the top of the key, tried to give it away to Sebring. Ball deflected away. Kaycock on the run out, could not get it to go, but Silla there off of the rebound and the score. He's got 9, and the Phoenix will take their use it or lose it 30-second timeout as UNCW in the midst of a Silla, Sims, and Kaycock for the Seahawks, who come in 9-19 on the year, 5-10 in league play. Sebring gets it to Eberhardt. Shelton across the timeline. Off of the left-hand dribble, he'll move it away to Wooten. Wooten will fire off the left wing. No good, but Sebring tracks it down off of the right baseline. Up top to Santa Ana. Steven pitching right back to Wooten. Left wing for the 3. No good, and the rebound pulled away by Kaycock. Kaycock will clear it away to Taves. 30-22. Taves downstairs to Silla. He'll now drop one to Kaycock. Devontae lost it in the lane, recovered. He'll put it back up, could not get it to go. Bodies go sprawled out over the end line, and Sims on the offensive putback and the bucket. Freshman from out of United Faith Christian in Charlotte with his first field goal of the evening. 30-24, UNCW in the midst of a 10-0 run has taken what was 16 and trimmed it to 6. Eberhardt with it, baseline left side. Up top, Santa Ana thought about it. Now he'll fire the 3 over the top of Jalen Sims. Bucket good.
It's a tough shot for Steven Santa Ana. He lost all his momentum with that fake and then shot it anyway over Jalen Sims.
At the other end, Seahawk attempt no good. Rebound pulled away by Wooten. He'll send it to Eberhardt. No look going down the lane to Chuck Hanna. And Jalen Sims simply over the back will send Hanna to the free throw stripe. Is Sims saving the potential of the highlight reel that time. His first and team 7th. And to the stripe will go a guy who is not familiar with this location. First time he has been there in the last 12 ball games. And off the back of the iron, no good. Chuck, that's on me, brother. 60% on the season for Hanna. Came in averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds. Last 3 games, though, 3 points and 2 boards. Ty Gadsden back in the ball game. Estime will have a seat for head coach C.B. McGrath. Federico Poser to the table. He'll get in. Tyler Sebring will have a seat. Phoenix may be trying to steal some time here for the normal senior. He'll head down the bench, and one of the guys you see down there in street clothes is the senior from out of Lithuania, Karolis Kundratas. A little bit of the flu bug going around the ball club, and Karolis on the back end of it is Hanna missing both opportunities. 4:41 left to play in the ball game. 33-24, Phoenix in front by 9. At the other end, Jalen Sims for the 3 and good. Sims knocks down his 23rd triple on the year. And UNCW back to within 6. This is Eberhardt down the lane. Sheldon lost the handle on it over the end line. I believe they're going to say last touch by the Phoenix. And indeed they are. It becomes the 7th turnover. The 3rd charge to Eberhardt. Sheldon's got 3. Stevens got 3. Chris Wooten's got the only other turnover in the group this evening. 33-27, 4:18 left to play in the opening half. Taves moves it away to Gadsden. Gadsden in between the circles, right back it'll go to Taves. Taves trying to lose Wooten off of the dribble. He'll take it to the foul line, then the pitch over his head to Gadsden. Gadsden off of the right wing, squares it away up top. Gadsden takes it in the lane, got by Hannah, the runner, no good. O'Connell with the rebound, and let's wait and see. Are they going to get Poser on the push? No, I believe they're going to get Chuck Hannah on the push, and indeed they are.
That mark, as a matter of fact, but as of late, the 13-3 run over the last 3+ minutes, this team really feeds off the energy not only on the road when they play defense the way that they have been as of late, but at home in Trask Coliseum. We saw it there firsthand in the first meeting, and today they have a nice little section behind their bench. But this defense has really sparked their offense.
Devontae Kaycock knocks down both free throws. That's a rarity. Came in just 5 out of his last 15. 33-29, Phoenix in front by 4. UNCW that rallied late in the second half of the first meeting to cut the deficit to single digits as Tyler Sebring knocks it home from the top of the key. Sebring has got 8 in the opening half. 36-29. At the other end, Jalen Sims with the answer. Sims has got 8 as well. Pair of back-to-back triples. 36-32. Phoenix in front by 4. This is Eberhardt spinning into the lane, and I believe they're going to get Taves on the reach in. No. My apologies. It will not be Taves, but rather it'll be Kaycock. Second on Kaycock will become the 8th on the Seahawks, and that'll send Eberhardt to the stripe, Brian.
And as we just saw on Phoenix All Access, the Tyler Sebring 3 over the closing out Alex O'Connell. A bit of a quick release to get that shot off. A good contest by O'Connell. Didn't matter for Tyler. And as you mentioned, Taylor, Sheldon goes to the line, hits the first of 2.
Hub International's goal is simple. Earn your confidence when you don't need them so you can depend on them when you do. Experienced people, dependable service, innovative solutions. That's Hub International. Eberhardt ready on the opportunity. Could not get this one to go. And then Poser on the rebound simply reached over the top of Silla. Federico called for his second. That'll be team 8. They'll walk to the other end of the Robertson court. And Gene Tall Silla will tee up the 1-and-1 opportunity. Already 2 for 2 on the evening. 37-32. Phoenix in front by 5. And Silla missing the front end. Simon Wright with the rebound. It is Wright, Eberhardt, Wooten, Sebringham, and Santa Ana. Let's see if the Phoenix can close the half on the flurry that they started the first 20 minutes with. Eberhardt to Santa Ana. Steven with it off of the right side. He'll move it up top to Eberhardt. Sheldon puts it to the deck. Now takes it down the lane. Kick in the corner left side. This is Wooten. Wooten off of the baseline. He'll send it away to Wright. Simon got the look. Shot clock winding down. Could not get it to go over the top of Taves. And it's Silla with the rebound. He'll move it away to Taves. One of 4 NCAA basketball players to hail from Japan. Kai Taves, the native of Tokyo, sends it away to Gadsden. Now gives it right back to Taves. Taves will take it to the wing right side. Wants to go downstairs to Silla and will. Wright is there defensively. Silla takes it in the lane, and Bill Covington with the bucket. Let's wait and see. No, Mr. Covington waves it off. Much to the dismay of C.B. McGrath, they're going to get Simon Wright for the contact. And now our referee of this 3-man crew that includes Jerry Heater and Roger Ayers will come over and explain it to the former Kansas walk-on, who is none too pleased. Simply walks back to the Seahawk bench and has a seat as Silla will knock home the free throw. Now 3 of 4 on the evening, Brian.
Well, the initial contact came before the final dribble that Silla took in that fadeaway jumper attempt. So C.B. McGrath obviously upset with the call as Silla makes the second of 2, but it was the right call, just a bit of a late whistle.
37-33, and But they're going to get Gadsden on the tie-up of Sheldon Eberhardt, and indeed they will. Ty Gadsden whistled him for his first. They'll walk to the other end of Robertson Court. And Sheldon Eberhardt, the 1-and-1 opportunity. Speaking of Sheldon, he'll be one of the 4 players honored on Saturday night, 7 p.m. on the tap. Charleston will be in town. Brian and I'll see you on the audio side at 6:30. Coming up at the halftime report, protected by our friends at State Farm. You'll get a chance to see the features that Phoenix All Access has been doing throughout the week on each of the 4 seniors. Sheldon Eberhardt, Tyler Sebring, Steven Santa Ana, and Carolus Kundratas.
Some fantastic work on those packages too, Taylor.
Yes, it has been. We invite everybody, 7 o'clock tip, plan to be in your seat about 6:50 on Saturday night. Eberhardt knocks down the second, 39-34. Phoenix, who have led by as many as 17 and have led from the jump here in the opening 20 minutes, in front by 5. This is Sims. He'll move it away to Gadsden. Gadsden will fire off of the right wing and good for 3. 55th triple on the year. 39-37. 2:09 left to play in the opening half. Sheldon will try to match him at the other end and does. Sheldon Eberhardt, his second 3 of the night. 42-37. 5-point gap for the Phoenix. At the other end, Taves almost lost it, then recovered. He'll take it in the lane. Now pitch it up top. This is Silla, and Silla will get called for the travel. Good job that time. Simon Wright to come out and get him on the defensive end, and Silla simply shuffles the feet off of what is the 6th miscue of the evening for the Seahawks. 42-37. Eberhardt brings it front court, moves it away to Santa Ana. Steven with it off of the right wing, wanting to go downstairs to Sebring. Instead, he'll dribble it into the right corner. Lost it and then picked it back up. C.B. McGrath wanted it called that he had lost it off of the sideline. To Wooten to Santa Ana. Step back 3. Go!
My goodness.
Santa Ana with his 4th 3 of the half, and that one was the Papa shot release right there. Santa Ana simply bobbled it and then about mid-stroke let it go. 45-37. 1:10 left to play in the opening half. At the other end, Silla catching the long pass from Taves. Jumper no good. And Santa Ana with the rebound. Ball stripped away by Sims, but recovered by Santa Ana. Moves it away to Eberhardt. Now to Wooten. Wooten's got 3. Eberhardt's got 2. Steven, though, leads the long-range assault with 4 threes in the opening half. Sebring for a triple. No good off of the right side of the iron. And Sims tracks it down. About a 14-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Taves will bring it front court. Moves it away to Silla. Now works it away to Gadsden. Gadsden puts it on the deck, taking it down the lane right side. Kick in the corner. This is Taves for the 3 and good. Kai Taves has got 5. 45-40. Shot clock off. Game clock at 23. Sheldon just casually bringing it front court. Gadsden waiting on him. Sheldon will simply wheel it out. 12 on the game clock. He'll hand it to Santa Ana with 8. Steven around the screen. He'll fire for the 3. Off the back of the iron. No good. A rebound pulled away by O'Connell. 2-1. Taves will fire. No good. Off the backboard, and it'll lead us to the halftime break. Elon hits 12 threes in the opening half. 12 of 23. Steven Santa Ana leads the way with 4. UNCW 14 of 35 and 6 of 15. Halftime report protected by State Farm.
Steven Santa Ana right there on Phoenix All Access. He's been great in this first half. You mentioned 14 points for him. How about this? Coming into tonight, making just 6 of his last 27 three-point attempts. And tonight, of course, he's broken that. 4 of 7 from 3 for the senior.
Gadsden down the lane cannot get it to go off of the left-hand side, but the veteran official Roger Ayers with the whistle. Chuck Hanna's going to get called for the foul. First on Chuck here in the half. First on the Phoenix. Third on Hanna for the ball game. And to the stripe will go Ty Gadsden. We mentioned it earlier. Charlotte, North Carolina native. He graduated from Arlington Country Day in Jacksonville, Florida. As he misses the first, he'll have another one coming. He spent 1 year in Rock Hill at Believe Academy, and then spent a freshman year at Vincennes Junior College in Indiana, where he was part of a ball club that went 34-3 before he found his way to Wilmington. Misses the first, but makes the second. He's got 4 on the evening. 45-41. UNCW back within 4. Phoenix led by as many as 17 as for the second straight ball game against the Seahawks. Elon came out just firecracker warm hot from the floor. This is Wooten, left corner, bangs it off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled away by Silla. He'll move it away to Taves. Long pass to Kaycock. Kaycock catching down the lane. And the bucket good. Devontae Kaycock, his third field goal. He's got 8, 45-43. Remember, William and Mary, the quick start Saturday, erased the 4-point lead by the Phoenix at the break. Tribe would go on to win by 10. Wooten moves it away to Sebring. Sebring's got Estime on him. Taves comes over in the double team, but up top it'll go to Wooten. Down the lane, stop, spin move over the top of Taves. Could not get it to go. Kaycock with the rebound. He'll outlet away to Taves. Front court comes the freshman from out of Tokyo. He'll take it in between the circles. Now sends it away to Gadsden. Gadsden wants to go down low to Kaycock. He'll finally get it to him. Posair's checked in. Hannah's gone to the bench with the third foul. Kaycock missing wildly. Estime, though, there on the rebound and the putback. 45 all, a 5-0 run to start things here in the second half by the Seahawks, who come in 9-19, 5-10. They've lost 4 straight on the road. Pretty moves it away to Sebring. Tyler with it off of the left wing. Remember, 21 of his 32 came in the second half of the first meeting. Pretty for the 3. Could not get it to go off of the right corner. And Kaycock with the rebound. Outlets away to Taves. Taves moves it to Estime. Estime, the step back over the top of Santa Ana. No good, and Posair with the rebound. Boy, just kind of fell to Federico right there. Only guy in the vicinity. This is Pretty. He'll move it away to Wooten. Now right back to Pretty. Now to Posair. Federico putting it on the deck. Looked like he wanted Santa Ana to cut. Up top to Pretty for the 3. And good.
Beautiful job by Nathan Pretty, creating a shot coming off that screen hard. Left his defender behind. And a good screen, a good pass, and a good shot from Pretty ends up in 3.
Phoenix 13 of 26 from deep. Taves
Wow.
at the other end. Downstairs, a little whip pass, fastball. And Kaycock slams it home. Devontae has got 10, 8 rebounds. 2 rebounds away from a 21st double-double, which leads the country. And Bill Covington with a whistle. I believe they're going to get Devontae Kaycock for the personal. Indeed, that is the case. The Riverdale, Georgia senior, thinking that the seniority gives him the opportunity to go campaign. Trudging up the lane to see Bill Covington. Mr. Covington simply directs him back to the spot. Sebring off of the inbounds pass. Jumper no good. And the rebound pulled away by Silla. By the way, that's the 3rd on Kaycock. First on UNCW in the half. Taves takes it down the lane. Now moves it up top. Estime left wing for the 3. No good. Posair went to go track it down. Santa Ana, though, there on the rebound. Steven moves it away to Pretty. Pretty brings it across the timeline right through the center court jump circle. Nathan will take it to the wing left side. Now up top, he'll move it away to Sebring. Tyler will fire for the 3. Missed everything. Santa Ana trying to save it. Almost ran right into the Fuller Dental goal pad logo. Taves comes away with it. He'll move it in the corner and Gatson for the 3 and good.
It was a good hustle play from Steven Santa Ana. Ended up disastrous for Elon. A transition 3-point opportunity. Steven Santa Ana igniting the fast break with that loose ball save.
A 10-3 start to the break by the Seahawks. Completely different than the first 20 minutes. Santa Ana shot fake, trying to go downstairs. He'll fire the jumper. Posair with the rebound. Wooten back up top. Santa Ana off the back of the iron, no good. And it's Kaycock with the rebound. He'll outlet away to Taves. Front court come the Seahawks. Taves takes it down to the baseline. Flips it back in the corner right side to Silla. Silla working against Posair. Could not get it to go, but Bill Covington will get Federico for the contact. Silla at the line when we roll on. From Shar Center, UNCW has wiped away the 5-point halftime advantage. They lead Elon. 4 for their first 7 and 1 for 2, Brian.
Well, UNCW earlier in this second half has outscored the Phoenix 10-3, and it's been led by Kai Taves. 4 made field goals through the first 4+ minutes. He's assisted on 3 of them, including that no-look pass down to Kaycock for the dunk. And now Silla at the line makes the first and makes the second as well.
6 for 7 on the evening from the stripe for Silla. He's got 13, 52-48, largest lead of the evening for UNCW, who trailed the entire opening half by as many as 17 in the early going. Sebring with it, block left side, up top of Santa Ana, now to Eberhardt. Sheldon pushing the left corner. This is Sebring for the 3. Could not get it to go. Poser and Estime get tangled up. Let's wait and see. Bill Covington's call, and he'll get the sophomore from out of Lilburn, Georgia, Jay Estime, with the personal. First on Estime becomes the second on the Seahawks.
And Elon's just gotten cold from the field here, Taylor. They've been getting open shots. Steven Santa Ana from mid-range, and then Tyler Sebring from the left corner. Nathan pretty open from the right corner, just haven't fallen early on.
Poser with it at the top of the key. He'll move it to Sebring, now to Santa Ana. Boy, Steven caught it off the curl. You thought for a moment it was going up. Santa Ana in the lane, got by Silla. Count the bucket and the foul. Just kind of cuffed it right there off the right hand, and once he got by Silla, he simply lays it in. The replay from our friends at Phoenix All Access.
Well, we've seen it so much from him this season. He has the confidence that he can beat anybody off the dribble, especially that right-handed dribble drive. He does it right there and draws the foul in the process.
Jean-Tal Silla, his first, team third. Santa Ana knocks home the free throw. Boy, that's a pleasing sign. We told you earlier, Steven just 11 out of his last 23, 52-51. Elon within 1. This is Taves. Eberhardt on him. He'll move it away to Sims. Sims trying to go down to O'Connell. O'Connell working against Poser. Moves it back to Taves. Taves with it. Baseline left side. Flips it up top. This is Silla in the lane. Stop, pop over the top of Eberhardt. Could not get it to go. Santa Ana with the rebound. You ought to give Tyler, though, half of that board in the stat column. Good job that time to stick the hand in by the normal senior. Sebring moves it away to Pack. Andy with it off of the left wing. Takes it almost down into the corner. Got caught. Finds it to Poser. Federico, the handoff to Eberhardt. Sheldon will tee up the long distance. No good. Sebring with the rebound and trying to save it. And they'll say traveled before he could save it. And the turnover will give it to UNCW. Gadsden back in the ball game, and Ty Taylor in the ball game for the first time in the second half. Taves and Estime will have a moment. Kai Taves spending a few moments with the former backcourt mate of Jared Haas. A duo that went 58-0 at home during their time at Kansas. Downstairs, this is O'Connell off of the assist from Ty Taylor for the bucket. Sean O'Connell's got 6, 54-51. UNCW in front by 3. Santa Ana to try to get it tied. Yes, sir. Bucket counts. And the foul. Jalen Sims turns and looks at Jerry Heater and said, I had the hand up, I didn't touch him. Well, Jalen, if you didn't touch him, why did Steven wind up on the ground? Sims whistled for his second. That'll be team 4th. And Santa Ana to the stripe. Chance for the rare 4-point play as Elon gets it tied for only the second time on the evening. Poser out, Hannah back in the ball game. And Steve Ben will rattle it home. Full rim insurance that time. Front rim, back rim, front rim, side rim good. And Elon back in front by 1, 55-54. This is Taylor with it at the top of the key. He'll send it away to Gadsden. Gadsden moves it to Silla. Silla will fire for the 2 and good.
Loves those baseline jumpers, evidently. He's made 3 baskets from that spot right there. Left side in the first half, and then right there on the right side of the basket, fading away that time.
56-55, UNCW back in front by 1. Santa Ana calling Sebring to him. O'Connell will come to on the defensive pursuit. Steven takes it down the lane. He'll pitch to Eberhardt. Sheldon off of the right wing. And good. Boy, Steven drew about every black shirt jersey to him that time and just simply option pitched it out to Eberhardt.
And Sheldon Eberhardt's defender was Ty Gadsden, who attempted to take a charge on the play. No call, left Sheldon Eberhardt wide open on that right wing.
58-56, Phoenix back in front by 2. At the other end, this is Silla. He'll push it away to Taylor. Taylor takes it to the right side. Jumper no good. And the rebound pulled away by Sebring. Boy, Ty had to go in and get that. Hannah was trying to box out Taylor that time, and the ball just kept bouncing free. This is Eberhardt. Shelton with it off of the right wing. All of a sudden, everybody left him. He's got a loop one to Sebring on the right side. He'll catch, face up over the top of Sims. Could not get it to go in the rebound. Pulled away by Gatson, who hits the accelerator going right down the lane and could not get it to go. Foul will be against Santa Ana, and Steven a little bit worse for the wear as he comes out from underneath the UNCW basket. Second on Santa Ana will be the third team foul. And that'll get Nathan Pretty to the scorer's table. And in will stand Ty Gatson. And makes the first. Tamir Saquon Gatson. Last 3 ball games, 7 points and 2 boards. Mentioned it earlier, 4th best free throw shooter. 2 for 3 on the night, which means he's 18 out of his last 21. And I don't take very long on the higher math to tell you that's about 88%. And that's why your average will skyrocket to 87. And Gatson knocks down the second one as well. 3 for 4 on the night. Knotted up at 58. Third time we've been tied. Everything that's been tied has been done here in the second half. Elon led for the entire first 20 minutes, a 10-2 run at the start of the half. And UNCW led for the first time on the night. Pretty with it off of the right side. He'll use the Hannah screen, take it to the baseline, floater good. Jalen Sims once again looking around going, wait a second, is anybody going to help me?
Taylor, we had that angle from that nice pick and drive right there from Nathan Pretty. Didn't look like he had a space, but he found one between the defense to the baseline and made the floater with the right hand.
Gatson simply beats Hannah to the spot. Jerry Heater with the whistle. The personal on Chuck will be his 4th. 11:59 left to play, so mark that down. Hannah draws a 4th personal. We'll give you the details when we return. Performance in the classroom. It's always a great night when the honor roll gets rolled out at a home game, especially here in the new friendly confines of Schar Center. 11th time the Seahawks have paid a visit to Elon. First time, of course, in this building. Gatson moves it away to Fornes. Off of the media timeout. He'll take it down the lane. Could not get it to go. O'Connell had a hand on it. Simply lost it over the end line. It'll be Elon basketball, Brian.
Well, that's Fornes' first shot of the game, and it comes off short. The attempted right-handed floater. O'Connell had position down there on Posere. Just couldn't handle the ball when he grabbed that rebound. So Elon will take it, but Posere unable to box him out. Couldn't really have the angle there. Did he get picked on the play? Not quite sure, but O'Connell did have the position. They got to be careful not to let up those offensive rebounds.
Eberhardt in between the circles. Speaking of O'Connell, he's there defensively. Sheldon loops it away to right. Simon pushes away to Posere. Federico wanting to go backdoor to Pretty. Instead he'll go backdoor to Eberhardt. Simply pushes away to right. Simon will fire for the 3 as the shot clock horn sounds. And O'Connell with the rebound. Outlets away. This is Estime in the lane. Ball slapped away. He and Pretty will hit the deck. Alternating possession arrow will give it to the Phoenix. Elon basketball. 11 minutes even up left to play. Tyler Sebring reports to the scores table. He'll get in. Simon Wright will have a seat. Well, you heard the head coach talk about it during our countdown visit. The job the sophomore from out of Minneapolis has done sort of carving out a role. And right there, that is invaluable time to let Sebring spend a little bit of time on the bench getting ready for the stretch run. Is one of our game day operations folks out with the Potholes USA mop to take care of some moisture on the floor. It'll be Sebring, Eberhardt, Pretty, Santa Ana, and Posere. It is Taylor, Fornes, Estime, Gatson, and Kaycock for Colin Brian McGrath, a former North Carolina assistant in his second year in the Port City. This is Eberhardt, takes it to the wing right side. Eberhardt wanting to go downstairs. Boy, Sebring calling for it on Fornes. He'll catch right side. Now moves it away to Santa Ana. Steven driving baseline, tried to go up top. And the ball stripped away by Estime. At the other end, Gadsden on the finish and cannot get it to go. Bill Covington with the whistle, and I believe they're going to get Eberhardt on the contact. Indeed, they will. Sheldon whistled for his first. That'll be team 5th. And Ty Gadsden to the strike.
I'm going to say Sheldon bumped him with his body on the way up. He got way higher than Gadsden on that layup attempt. Gadsden makes the first of 2. And Sheldon called for the foul, trying for another one of those, can we call them signature chase down blocks at this point? He's had enough of them.
And Gadsden missing the second one. Sebring with the rebound. 60-59, Elon in front by 1. 10:27 left to play. Boy, Phoenix would like one more offensive flurry to go media timeout to media timeout here in this one. This is Santa Ana down the lane. Steven to get it started. Cannot get it to go, but Roger Ayers with the whistle. Let's wait and see. And believe they're going to get Gadsden on the personal. It'll be Gadsden's second. Team 5th. Steven to the stripe. On the night, 2 for 3. And making 3 for 4. 68.9% when the evening got started. That's right around the Phoenix average. 69.1, which was 9th best in the league. Santa Ana knocks them both down. 62-59. Somebody go knock on wood somewhere, but Brian, that's a really welcome sign for a lot of different reasons right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's been struggling, well, not struggling, just below what he's used to shooting from the free throw line as of late. And as a result, he hasn't really gotten anything going from the field, or hasn't really gotten on a consistent shooting streak from the field. You know, shooters love to go to the line to see those shots fall, but now Elon on defensive possession, Taylor.
This is Silla for the 3 off of the left side, and the bucket good. Sebring late getting there. Jeantal Silla, his second 3 on the night. Dotted up at 62. 9:46 left to play in the ball game. Eberhardt off of the right-hand dribble, takes it in between the circles. Sheldon puts it to the deck. Now moves it to the foul circle. Now works it away to Santa Ana. Shot clock at 12. Steven asking for movement. He'll simply put it to the deck. Now moves it away. Sebring left corner for the 3. No good. Post-Sayre tried to volleyball tap the offensive rebound. Kaycock, though, tracks it down. This is Taves. Taves takes it down the lane. Stops with the CAA logo. Now sends it away to Silla. And Silla, simply put, just had it bounce off of his face, going out of bounds over the end line. Seahawks threw that one a little bit too high. Silla wasn't ready for it, didn't have the hands up high enough, and it simply deflects off of his noggin over the end line. Turnover on the play will be the 7th of the evening for UNCW. Ball game knotted at 62. This is Pretty, moves it away to Post-Sayre. To Santa Ana. Steven got stopped by Kaycock. Santa Ana will flip it away to Pretty. Pretty takes it to the top of the key, lost a handle on it. He's got Kaycock on him defensively. Moves it away to Sebring. 3 on the shot clock. Tyler will fire right over the top of Jeantal Silla, who's got to be thinking, wait a second, didn't I see enough of that show in the first meeting? Inside, this is Kaycock at the other end. Pretty reaching in, ball deflected. Let's wait and see. They'll say last touch by Kaycock, and it'll be Elon basketball, Brian.
Well, on the offensive possession for the Phoenix, obviously a great defensive possession right there to knock the ball away and off of Kaycock, but Tyler Sebring didn't need a dribble on this one-on-one move with Silla. We see it right there on Phoenix All Access, just a rip through right up into the shot. Didn't give Silla enough time to jump and contest it, and a great job by Tyler Sebring creating space without the dribble.
He's had nights when he shot the ball really well. The second half in Wilmington may be on the masterpiece chart. Santa Ana takes it to the baseline right side. Jerry Heater will get Steven on the clear-out bump, much to the dismay of the senior from out of Audrey Kill in Charlotte. His 3rd becomes team 6th. Chris Wooten in the ball game. Santa Ana will have a seat, and Steven looks up at the video boards. Monday night we talked about it. The video boards here in the Shar Center are 2 of the greatest inventions Taves will bring it to the wing left side. He'll put it to the deck, going to the baseline. Now up top, it'll go to Kaycock. Kaycock away to Silla. Silla trying to go downstairs to Kaycock. He'll catch and cannot finish. And it's Posaire with the rebound. Boy, good job that time by Federico. He was going to pretty off of instinct and simply reholstered it when he saw Taves. Moves it away to Eberhardt. Sheldon takes it to the top of the key. Now sends it to Wooten. Wooten trying to go downstairs to Posaire. He's got it. Baseline left side. All pretty. Look! Bounce pass and Sebring finishes off of the up and under reverse lay-in.
Sebring playing the role of a guard right there, cutting from the opposite corner. Federico, beautiful bounce pass to lead him right to the opposite side of the basket.
66-62 at the other end. Posaire causes the deflection off of the Estime pass, trying to go backdoor for the Seahawks. Eberhardt on the recovery. He'll simply go thumb down off of the left hand. That's the offensive play call for the senior from out of Forsyth. Moves it away to Pretty, now to Sebring. Oh, Tyler thought about it. He'll move it away to Wooten. Now up top, it'll go to Eberhardt. Sheldon, off of his own dribble, he'll take it to the top of the key. Now sends it away to Posaire. 4 on the shot clock. Federico in the lane, could not get it to go. And Kaycock with the rebound. The entire bench wants the contact. Roger Ayers says got him clean at the other end, though. Wooten strips it away from Taves. Wooten will simply slow play it. A little bit of a pump fake that time, trying to get Kaycock to bite. Up top, it'll go to Sebring, now to Eberhardt. Phoenix in front by 4. Sheldon for the 3. No good, and it's Kaycock with the rebound. He'll move it away to Taves. 6:30 left to play in the ball game, and C.B. McGrath is asked for the 30-second timeout. This is the 30 that becomes the full, and we take it with them on a Thursday night. Elon in front by 4.
Back to an otherwise wide-open Devontae Kaycock, which led to a fast break opportunity. And speaking of fast break opportunities.
Yep, Pretty will take the steal off of the inbound play and lay it home. Nathan has got 7. Everything's come here in the second half. 68-62. What is it that assistant coach J.B. Tanner said during the countdown? They're not really freshmen anymore. They're not sophomores on a greatly expanded role. They're a little bit older than that. Taylor moves it away to Taves. Taves will take it downstairs to Kaycock. Now up top to Sims off of the right wing. Santa Ana there defensively. Back up top, it'll go to Taves. Kai Taves working on Wooten. Shot clock at 3. In the lane, the flip up, no good. Posaire and Kaycock get tangled up in a shot clock violation. Once again, you talk about the work by Federico. That time to be able to bother and tie up Kaycock and force the shot clock violation.
And Kaycock, just to put this in perspective, shooting 60% on the year, 4 of
Jonathan Robichaud. Always glad to have Mr. Spates in control. And glad to have you dialed in wherever you may be. Nathan Pretty brings it front court, sends it away to Santa Ana off of the media timeout. Posaire at the top of the key. Moves it away to Wooten, now to Santa Ana. Sends it away to Sebring. Kaycock back on Tyler defensively. This caused an issue in about the first 4 minutes of the ball game. Moves it away to Santa Ana. Shot clock at 3. Stevens drops it right baseline. Got a sliver of daylight and simply laid it home. 70-62. Phoenix in front by 8. Taves moves it away to Taylor. He'll fire for the 3 off of the left wing. No good. O'Connell with the rebound. He couldn't get that to go. Loose ball rebound. It's tracked down. This is Taylor for the jumper. No good. And Sebring for the rebound. At the other end, Posaire catching on the baseline, the right side. And I believe they're going to say the last touched by Kaycock, and indeed they will. Gadsden, Silla, and Estime check into the ball game. Eberhardt will check in for the Phoenix. Wooten will have a seat. Sims, Taylor, and O'Connell have the seat for the Seahawks.
I think it's Pretty going out, Taylor. Wooten's still on the floor.
Yep.
And Eberhardt will inbound.
Nathan will have the seat. Sheldon looking for the inbound off of the right baseline. Looking, got to find somebody. Simply lobs it to Santa Ana. Steven can't hang on to it. Deflected. Kaycock on the recovery. Outlets out to Taves, and the bucket good. Kai Taves has got 7. 70-64. Elon in front by 6. The lead has been as many as 17 on the night in the opening half for the Phoenix. This is Eberhardt at the top of the key. Sends it away to Wooten. Boy, Federico calling for it, working on Estime. He'll send it away to Sebring, now to Eberhardt. Left wing for the 3. and good. Well, Wooten started posing on it in the first half. Sheldon that time posed on his fourth triple of the evening. Phoenix in front by 9 at the other end. Gadsden to try to match him. Could not get it to go. And it's Sebring with the rebound. He'll move it away to Eberhardt. 73-64. Final media timeout comes here in about 10 seconds. Santa Ana catching off of the wing right side. Steven will hold high, moves it away to Posair. Posair now gives it up to Wooten, now to Sebring. Boy, Tyler thought about it. Instead takes it foul line extended right side. Jumper no good. But the personal off Basilla will lead us to the final media timeout. Elon's hit their last 3, 5 out of their
last 3 field goal attempts going through. Tyler Sebring at the line right now, quietly, 12 points, 10 rebounds, his second straight double-double, and his 5th on the year, Taylor.
Yep, Sebring missing the free throw, though. 10th best free throw shooter in the league. And rattles home the second one. 74-64. There's been a few quiet nights where you look down at the board and Tyler's had 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds. Brian told you that he's already to the double digits on the rebounding mark. That may be the one thing that stands out about the senior year for Sebring. This is Gadsden going down the lane, cannot get it to go, and over the end line, it'll be Elon basketball as the student section, the Phoenix Fanatic Zone serenades Ty Gadsden as they go to the other end of Shar Center. Posair into Eberhardt. Backcourt pressure shown by the Seahawks. Federico Posair trying to get it across the timeline. He'll move it away to Santa Ana. Steven baseline, the up and under, blocked away by Kaycock, recovered by Kaycock. Outlet away to Taves. Taves gets it to Estime. Estime downstairs. This is Silla on the catch, blocked away by Posair. Sebring trying to save it, and I believe they're going to get Pretty for reaching over the top on Silla, and indeed that is the case. That'll be the first personal on Pretty. It'll be the 7th team foul. And so Gene Tall Silla, 4th-year junior from out of Lake Worth, will head to the stripe. 1-and-1 opportunity for the member of the Haitian national team in the summer of 2018. And makes the first. He'll have another one coming. Mentioned earlier, spent his first 2 years at Florida Atlantic. Made 50 starts for that program. Lake Worth, Florida native. 3-time All-State performer at Lake Worth Christian, and he knocks home the second one as well. 74-66. Elon in front by 8, 3:09 left to play. Eberhardt moves it away to Sebring. Sebring to Posair. Federico gives it right back to Eberhardt. Sheldon off of the dribble. He'll send it away to Santa Ana. Steven with it off of the right wing. Up top to Sebring. Tyler kicks right back over to Santa Ana. In the lane. The floater could not get it to go. Posair had a hand on it. And Kaycock on the recovery. This is Taves, front court. He'll take it to the right side of the circle. Now down the lane. Kick over on the wing left side. Estime for the 3. No good. Posair and Kaycock battle for it. Kaycock on the recovery. Stick back would not go. Santa Ana there. Boy, Federico and Tyler both kind of goalpost that time on Devontae Kaycock, Brian.
I think one of them got a piece of it. That might be a block shot for Elon. Another second straight possession where they get a block on a shot attempt down low for UNCW.
74-66. This is Eberhardt with it. Top of the key for the 3 and good. Sheldon Eberhardt, his 5th 3 of the night. He's got 18. 77-66. Taves. Phoenix moved back in front by 11. Sends it away to Estime. Estime trying to go downstairs to Kaycock. Kaycock simply caught it in the crowd. Santa Ana out of there with it. Boy, Elon is just collapsing. I mean, there's enough gold jerseys around Devontae Kaycock when he catches it. 3, maybe 4 different guys in the lane. This is Posair, moves it away to Sebring. Sebring at the top of the key. Up top, it'll go to Pretty. Pretty with Taves on him. Nathan will take the screen, now matched up against O'Connell. Up top, Eberhardt feeling it off the back of the iron. No good. Posair and Kaycock battle for it, and I believe they're going to get Kaycock for the personal, and indeed they will. No, it is not on Kaycock. It'll be on Kai Taves. Second personal. 7th team foul, and so to the stripe will go Federico Poser. Poser for the year, 55%. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And Kaycock with the rebound. Give you a quick note, we've just been handed from Adam Smith here in just a moment as Gatson takes it down the lane. The bucket good, and the timeout has been asked for.
Miller,
yes.
a team that puts up 77 points a game, just over that mark, and they've been held to 68 here with 1 minute and change left.
Jerry Heater with the whistle. Believe they're going to get Ty Gatson on the contact, and indeed that is the case. Gatson with his 3rd personal. Team 8, so they'll go to the other end, and Steven Santa Ana will toe the stripe. Quick reminder, Decal Source provided high-quality graphics. Businesses and organizations nationwide, find out how they can help you. Visit thedecalsource.com, 336-574-3171. Decal Source, you envision it, and they make it happen.
Tell you, how about the night Steven Santa Ana's had? He misses the free throw right as I say that, but 25 points, 8 of 15 shooting, 6 rebounds, 5 assists to go along with it.
Eberhardt with the rebound, but then whistled for the foul going over the back. 2nd personal on Sheldon, and so much like the opening 20 minutes ended, hope you don't have anywhere to be because 74 seconds may take a while. Gene Tall Silla to the stripe. He's had a very good night from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And knocks it home, making 9 out of 10. Boy, you kind of look at this Wilmington ball club, and if the Phoenix can hold on, they'll go to 5-11 in league play. It just speaks to the strength of this league on a night-in, night-out basis as Silla missing and Eberhardt with the rebound. I mean, we said it at the open, Brian. This is probably the ball club with the best big man in the league. Roger Ayers with the whistle, and they'll get Mr. Silla for the personal, his 3rd. Sheldon Eberhardt to the stripe, 1-and-1 an opportunity. And potentially the presumptive rookie of the year. And I say potentially the presumptive. Folks, I'm going to be honest. You turn around and look at Taves' numbers. 1st in the league in assists. Last 2 ball games, he's averaged a double-double. As Eberhardt missing the front end, Kaycock with the rebound. Phoenix in front by 8. We'll get to that point here in just a moment as Silla knocks down the 3, and C.B. McGrath has asked for the timeout. 3rd triple of the evening made by UNCW. Just to finish
on basketball program, and he's certainly just all uphill from here.
Sebring on the inbounds. He'll work it away to Pretty. Nathan trying to avoid traffic. Simply runs into the double team. He'll get it away to Eberhardt. Eberhardt to Poser. Federico gets it across the timeline, and then Ty Taylor reaching in on Poser. Be the 2nd personal called on Tyrone Gerard Taylor the 2nd. And to the stripe will go Federico. You mentioned the number on Taves. Shouldn't come as any shock. And he plays for a guy that was the 1994 Basketball Player of the Year in Kansas. And we told you earlier, he and the current head coach at Stanford formed a pretty doggone good backcourt at Fog Allen. I would say that when you don't get beaten 4 years and you're 58-0 at home, that's pretty doggone good math right there.
I'd say so.
77-72. Federico missing the first but makes the 2nd. His first points of the night, but he's contributed in so many more ways. This is Gatson, top of the key, 3 and banks it in. 78-75, 41.1 left to play. Sebring trying to get it in, got to find somebody, and I believe they're going to get Gatson for the hold, and indeed that is the case. Ty Gatson draws his 4th. 4th time he's drawn 4 personals in a ball game, and we'll walk to the other end of Schar Center.
All right. Chance to make it a 2-possession game. They've been going fast and hitting shots as of late, but you got to believe one more stop and a foul. And with 40 seconds left, 41.1 to be exact, they'd do wonders in securing a win with another make here from Santa Ana.
Santa Ana makes the first. They'll have another one coming. We said there in the opening half, this one had the feel of the first meeting, the way the Phoenix started. It's got the feel of the first meeting now.
Yep.
UNCW has mounted a charge, and Stevens at the line to try to salt things. This is Gadsden, top of the key, down the lane, left side bucket, good, got by Sebring. Ty Gadsden on the bucket. Sebring the inbounds to Santa Ana. Here comes the pressure. Santa Ana trying to get away from Silla. And it is Silla who draws the personal. Eugene Tull whistled for his fourth. 7th time on the year. First time in the last 5 ball games. UNCW, who won 87-79 against Hofstra on Saturday. Last 3 ball games by a grand total of 16. Santa Ana knocks home the free throw. And friends, don't tell anybody, but what's going on here in the second half with this right here could do worlds for a certain confidence. 82-77. Keep that one in the back pocket. We'll see you in 2 weeks in North Charleston. Gadsden firing for the deep three, missing badly. Santa Ana with the rebound, and Silla will simply reach in, and he's done. Gene Tall Silla, who was disqualified in the first meeting, the only time he's been disqualified on the year, will be disqualified for a second time. He leaves with 24 on the night. 6th time that he's been in the 20-point neighborhood. 20th double-figure outing on the year, 4 straight. He also leaves with 8 rebounds. By the way, we mentioned earlier the Sebring stat line, 13 points and 10 boards. Santa Ana knocks down the free throw. Mentioned that was a rather quiet night. Well, about 10 points and 17 boards. As Devontae Kaycock, his 21st double-double, Santa Ana knocks down the free throw, 84-77. Taylor collects right near the timeline. Shot clock off, game clock at 15. Estime will fire for the 3, no good. Kaycock the rebound. This is Taylor for the 3, no good. Sebring with the rebound. Sims will simply defend him, and CB McGrath calls everybody off. That'll do it. Well, Brian and I told you at the start, interesting 2-week stretch. Dance cards are empty and everybody's looking for a partner to twirl with. Elon completes step 1, 84-77. The Phoenix moved to 9-19 on the year, 5-10 in league play. UNCW now 9-20 on the year and 5-11 in league play. And need we remind you, this is a sweep, so if you have to get to it, mathematical tie breaks will go the way of the Phoenix. 84-77, Domino's Locker Room Report begins next. For Corey Spates, our entire Phoenix All Access crew, my name is